in April of 2020, I was the senior author on a study, the Santa Clara seroprevalence study. Seroprevalence is a measure of antibodies in the blood from a population of people. Here we took a population of people in Santa Clara County in California, and we measured the effect of the presence of antibodies in the bloodstream. If you have antibodies in the bloodstream, that's evidence that you were previously infected, and therefore have had some immune response. It turns out that if you do that measurement, you have a better measure of how many people are infected, because even if you have a very extensive testing system, you still miss many, many, many people. In April 2020, the testing system in the United States was not all that great. And it turned out that we measured a prevalence of about 2.8%. That meant that there were about 54,000 infections in the population at large in Santa Clara County, but only 1,000 of the people had been identified via the testing system that was in place. Almost 50 times more infections than cases. 50 times more infections than cases. The number of known deaths at the time was about 100. By the way, I also did a similar study around the same time in Los Angeles County, and we found almost exactly the same result, almost 40 times more infections than cases. One consequence of this estimate is that if you look at 100 over 1,000, you'd say, okay, that means 90% survival. But in fact, it's actually 100 over 54,000. And that means that you actually have not 90% survival, but 99.8% survival after infection. The infection survival rate, therefore, is considerably higher than you would get gleaned just by looking at the case survival rate. This is incredibly important for many reasons, because first, it gives us a sense of how grave a risk is COVID. It turns out it's a grave risk, but it's not killing 10% of the people that it infects. It kills 0.2%. And furthermore, and this is probably the most important thing, the testing systems, even extensive testing systems, miss many, many, many people who get infected. And the reason is simple. If you have COVID, there's a very wide range of clinical presentations. Some people have almost no symptoms at all, maybe even no symptoms. Some people have mild symptoms, and some people have the unfortunate viral pneumonia that tends to kill people. A very wide range of clinical symptoms. The viral pneumonia turns out to be a small fraction of the actual infections that you see, and in many places, those people who have mild symptoms don't come to the attention of authorities.